Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. It is me again, the Review Chief, and today we're going to be reviewing two awesome items. We're doing a comparison. I love doing comparison videos and I like comparing different consoles to help you guys make a better decision. And in today's video, we're comparing the Steam Deck to the Nintendo Switch OLED. Now, they do have a Steam Deck OLED, but I don't have my hands on one of those unfortunately. But I figured since the Steam Deck is so much powerful than the OLED, we'll give the Nintendo Switch the one leg up with the better screen. So let's go ahead and look at both of these, and I'm going to guide you and show you guys how to do it. And since we are looking at both of these systems, I would like to do a quick mention. None of this is sponsored. This is just me going out and buying this stuff. And I thought that, it would be interesting just to look at two awesome handhelds you guys can buy today. And since the Nintendo Switch OLED came out a couple years ago, it's still an awesome handheld. And honestly, I would recommend the Nintendo Switch OLED over the basic Nintendo Switch just because of the better screen. And you only have to pay $50 more. Just like with the Series S and the Series S Carbon, go with the Series S Carbon. It's only $50 more, but you're going to get a sweet deal. Now, with the Steam Deck OLED, it costs like $150 more. For the base model, 64 gigabytes, it's almost $700 or something around that price point. And honestly, right now in this time, if you already own yourself a Steam Deck, it is not worth upgrading or trying to go for that better screen because you're not really getting any boost of performance, just like you do with the Nintendo Switch. You're not getting a boost of performance, you're just basically getting a better screen. Now, people will complain that, it should be a mid-gen refresh, so, like, why wouldn't they make better, internals for the system? Honestly, like Steam and Valve, they said they're not going to bother upgrading the internals. They're just going to make the screen look better. And because honestly, the Steam Deck is already a powerful enough console. Now, something with the Nintendo Switch OLED, they should have made some improvements on the internals because the console just isn't that good. But I never said that the games weren't good. Now, if we're looking at games on these two devices, the Steam Deck's going to take the cake because the Steam Deck has so much games. The library is just gigantic. It is so vast. Whereas the Nintendo Switch, you only get a certain amount of lineup. You get all the exclusives like Mario, Zelda, Splatoon, all those fun exclusives. And honestly, there's not much else running for it. Now, I will say this, that the Nintendo Switch is a child's console. And the Steam Deck is a grown-up's console just because of, the differences between them. And the Steam Deck is a little more complicated to use. Whereas the Nintendo Switch is basically like an iPhone. You just power it up and you got your apps. So if we're looking at the Nintendo Switch here, I'm actually in a game on the Steam Deck right now. If we look at the Nintendo Switch OLED here, you can see the Nintendo Switch has a very basic screen and a very basic UI. Now, the Steam Deck, on the other hand, is a lot more complicated. And for a new user, I would recommend going with the Nintendo Switch just because it's a lot easier. With the Steam Deck, you have to worry about setting your frame rates, you have to worry about, your hertz and all that fun stuff that no one really knows and really wants to care. So we're going to go ahead and just go back to our home on the Steam Deck just to show you guys just what games you guys can get on here. Now, if we're looking at games, you guys will have your basic UI here where you guys can go and look up pretty much any Steam game on your Steam library, and it's pretty good actually. So let's go ahead and look at some Steam games. So what's awesome about the Steam Deck is you basically can hook up any controller, a PS5 controller, 4 controller, any Xbox controller to your Steam Deck to play your games. It's really fun, and I think it's a really great option. Whereas the Nintendo Switch is like an iPhone. You only get the Nintendo Switch accessories. And let me tell you, the Nintendo Switch stuff is so expensive. And you'll be spending an arm and a leg buying remotes and stuff. Whereas this, you can plug in a wired PS4 controller, anything. It basically works as a PC, honestly. So, I'm looking at the store. I'm just showing you guys a rundown of stuff you can play on here. Like, you guys can play all this stuff on here. It's actually pretty insane. And these games with a little green check mark, if you can see right here, are really good on deck. So anything that has a green check mark will run flawlessly on deck. Your controls will be all synced, and everything will just be perfect. Nintendo Switch, you don't have to worry about that because they're still porting stuff to the Steam Deck, whereas the Nintendo Switch has stuff already ported. Every game that is on Nintendo Switch will run great on Nintendo Switch. So that's definitely a pro about Nintendo's lineup, whereas Steam, you have to worry about what's playable, what's not playable. But then again, you get to play games like Elden Ring on the Steam Deck, which runs great on the Steam Deck. Whereas Nintendo Switch, you don't even get those possibilities. So yeah, there is one leg up here and there's one leg down there. But honestly, at the long run, it's up to you guys. If you guys really are concerned about what's going to run better, you guys probably will go with the Steam Deck. If you guys just want to turn on your system, find a game in the store, download it, and it'll work perfectly, go with this Switch. Honestly, you're just not going to get all those games with the Switch, but yet again, all the games you get on your Switch will run great on the Switch. All games on here, you can literally look up a game like Madden. I don't think will run on here. Either they didn't port it yet, or it's just not a game that's like verified for the deck. And don't forget, your system also runs on anti-cheat since it is Linux, so you're going to get limitations to lots of games. You won't be able to play Fortnite on here. You won't be able to play certain games on here because of the anti-cheats, and that really can put a sucker in your punch. So honestly, if we're looking at this, the Switch definitely wins, as in, everything's compatible and ready to go. But the Steam Deck does not stop there. It still has lots more to it, and we're going to keep going on and on to show you guys all the differences between the Switch and the deck. Anyway, guys, we are back, and we got the Nintendo Switch plugged in and ready to go. And we're going to go and look through the library of games that they have on there compared to the Steam Deck's library. And I tell you guys, there is a wide selection of games you guys can actually purchase on the Nintendo Switch. So looking at stuff, you got Zelda, you got lots of stuff on sale, believe it or not. But all like the Mario first-party games are going to run you $60, unfortunately. So all the fun games are going to be a lot of money. But they do have certain games for $1.99, 80% off. Not bad. Like I said, all the stuff on Nintendo Switch is going to work perfectly on Nintendo Switch, whereas, the Steam Deck's games are going to be a little iffy because not everything is compatible yet on the Steam Deck, and they're still working on porting games over. But it works good, honestly, and I really think that the library of games is really good for, let's say, a child, or even some adults will enjoy the library of games on here. Because you do get, you actually get some of the GTAs on here for adults. You do also get the Red Deads on here, the older ones. But yeah, you do have a decent selection of games, but as far as, good, pro games go, like the heavier duty stuff, like games that take a lot more out of the system, Steam Deck's going to take that cake for sure. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and do another... So, as far as portability goes, since we talked about a little bit about the library of each console, the portability of this console is pretty good. Nintendo Switch has the better portability since it is smaller and a lot sleeker, whereas in the Steam Deck is a lot beefier, and it's not going to fit in your pocket as sleek as the Nintendo Switch does. Now, I have covered this before in the Nintendo Switch review lineup, but I figured I'd just do it since we are comparing these two today. And let me tell you guys, this one fits in your pocket very nicely. I even showed you a clip of me putting it in my pocket, and let me tell you, it fits very snug and very nice. Whereas you try fitting this monstrous beast in your pocket, it's not going to be as pretty. And that's why I would always recommend having the carrying case for your Nintendo and the carrying case for your Steam Deck, because for me personally, I like to treat my stuff, really kindly, and I like it to keep it in top-tip condition. But as far as portability goes, the Nintendo Switch rules this part because it is just so much sleeker. And like I said, they have the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is the ultimate handheld, in my opinion. I know that thing is kind of weak sauce in a way, but that thing is very sleek, and it fits in your littlest pocket. Even this one's a little bit big. So yeah, the Nintendo Switch lineup rules for portability, and the Steam Deck does not. But if you're sitting around, let's say in your house, alright, and you're just sitting in your bed or something, and you're not really going to be taking this lots of places, then the Steam Deck's also a very good choice, because let me tell you, the Steam Deck on the back, these handles are very, very comfortable. They feel natural in your hand, and they just feel very they feel very comfortable. They have the back button pedals too on them, so it's like you have an Xbox Pro controller in a way. It's kind of cool actually, the back pedals. And honestly, the curves on the side here are very comfortable in your hands. The triggers on the back, on the front, are very premium feeling. This isn't a cheap device. This feels very premium. Nintendo Switch doesn't feel as premium. These buttons are really clicky and stuff, and they're not as premium as the Steam Deck. But then again, you're paying a lot more for a device that's going to perform a lot more. So yeah, definitely. As in thickness, this bad boy is very thick compared to our Nintendo Switch here, which is also pretty thin. But for ventilation, since we're hitting that topic as well, the ventilation on the Steam Deck is very good. They actually have a software you can download to upgrade, or let's say you can go ahead and make it where you can turn a fan on and stuff like that, which is actually pretty crazy. And honestly, if you guys are those with, you know, the fan and everything, and you want like the ultimate cooling, then that is also a very great option. So yeah, the fans on both systems run very good. The fans on both systems run very good, and it's going to perform very well and keep your system very cool. So now I'm kind of wrapping up the video here because there's so much to explain about both of these consoles. But I'm going to break these two down in separate parts. We're going to break it down to portability, performance, handheld comfortability, and storage right now. Steam Deck wins in storage. Now, you can also buy SD cards for the Switch, but I think they have to be the SD cards that are licensed by Nintendo, because I don't think the other ones work as well. But you can buy like a 1 terabyte SD card off of Amazon, or you can go to Walmart and buy one, and just slide it into your Steam Deck, and you get a whole terabyte of space. Pro gives that to the Steam Deck. Portability, the Switch wins the portability round because it is a lot sleeker and it does fit in your pocket. Comfortability, I would say the Steam Deck wins because of the handles on the back, which feel very premium and very natural, and it feels like you just can grab it very nice. And if you guys are looking to buy a Steam Deck or a Switch, I will post them both down the link down below where you guys can go get these items. I would appreciate if you guys could do it through there because it's almost a sponsorship for me. But if you guys can do that, it would be awesome. Also, please subscribe and like the video. I really appreciate hitting 55 subscribers. I appreciate it all. And I hope I can, you know, get some more out of there. But the Windows Steam Deck kind of blew up, which is pretty cool. And I really thank you guys for that and supporting me. If you guys have any questions, like I said, leave them down in the comments below. But anyways, let's finish wrapping this video up by talking about comparison here. For resolution and for, let's say, you know, performance-wise, performance is going to be the Steam Deck. Resolution and, you know, the screen, LCD versus OLED. Honestly, I don't have the Steam OLED, so I can't review that item, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot better than the Switch's OLED because it does have HDR, which is crazy on a handheld, so you get that high-definition rating on a handheld, so it's almost like a cheaper 4K, but it's just the colors are so pretty and vibrant. So, honestly, if we're really wrapping it up here, I'd say the decision's up to whether you want personal exclusives, portability, still having the option of dock your system, or if you really want to play those PC games and enjoy a portability of a mobile PC, which is a Steam Deck here. That's totally up to you guys. But anyways, I hope I helped you make a good decision. If you guys did like this video, please remember what to do. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Like I said, I love you all, and I hope I can get some more videos, some more content out for you guys because, you know, y'all are liking this stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great and wonderful day, and take care.